So today I'm doing the 30-day challenge. So it was favourite book, and of course I filmed it just this morning, and now I think it's about 5:11 p.m. So I've kind of refilming it because I didn't pick one book, I actually picked three. So I'm going to try narrowing it down. So I've narrowed it down to two, maybe three, I'll see. But so the first book which I'm going to quickly talk about is this one here, and I've actually shown it in, I think, January favourites, and so it was just a book, Chanel, and it's by Edmund Charles Roux. I'm sure someone's going to correct me on it. So it's just kind of like a biography on her life, her world, the woman behind the legend. So because as you know, I love Chanel and I love the designer things and everything like that. I thought it was a really good read. It's really, well, it was a little bit hard to get into, but as I got into it, it was compelling, and I actually really enjoyed it. So that's why I definitely recommend that book for anyone who's into fashion and everything like that. And then the other two books, which I will quickly mention just because I think they do deserve a shout out. The first one would be a book that I studied in Year 9, and it was during high school. And I think the reason it had such a big impact on me was because I did study it, we were able to discuss and understand the meanings and everything like that. And that book was Chinese Cinderella, and it was by Adeline Yen Ma. And let me quickly, a synopsis about it. I'm not sure if people are going to hate me for this if they want to read it. But so it's just generally about this girl, and she goes to boarding school, and then she finds out that she has to go back to home. Her dad has remarried a woman, and the stepmom really doesn't like the young girl, but her dad, he really wants to help her, but he doesn't know how, and she wants to go off to university to study, but back in that time, girls weren't allowed to go study. You know, she had to do, I think her dad wanted to do medicine and she wanted to write and do literature and stuff like that. And so it was just kind of about her struggle and how she managed to kind of live her dreams without the support, and like it was kind of on her own when her grandpa died. But it was a really, really nice story. It like kind of lifts your spirits and everything like that, so I definitely recommend that book. And then the last one which I'll quickly talk about is To Kill a Mockingbird. I'm sure lots of people have heard it. It's by Harper Lee, and I also studied this book, I think it was in year 10, I think I studied it, year 10 or year 11, and I did my exam on it. And I think because we discussed it, how it's a really confusing book because there's so many different messages in it, but what we discussed was that the main message was that you shouldn't judge a book by its cover because people aren't always what they seem. And I thought it's a really good message, and it was kind of hard to get into, likewise again, but I think once you get into it, it's a really good book, and because it is a classic and because so many people know, I definitely recommend reading it, because just that you don't think you're missing out on something and that you can say that you've read it. So that's why I'd recommend reading that one. So that was the 30-day challenge. I'm just going to do a second video after this one about some other things. So if you want to watch that, it'll probably be put up within the hour of this one going up, or if it will be up soon. So yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye! I actually filmed this when I was doing it, and I thought they were just the cutest little thing. They're inspired by watermelons. So that will also be up, so I hope you enjoyed that tutorial. I think it's really cute, and it actually puts me into the mood to study. Like when I see them, I just go, oh, and I'll continue kind of like doing my project and typing my essay. But yeah, so